Okay, I only have a little bit of time to do this because I have some stuff to do, but I wanted to talk about a few things, and if you're wondering, I don't wear this hat every day, it's just cold. Have you seen those 5-hour energy commercials? They're like, what's your 2:30 feeling like? I have to grab a soda, and then another soda, and then coffee, and then I snort coke off my boss's thigh in the bathroom on my lunch break, but 5-hour energy will work for you. It's, I don't know. Another thing that's completely unrelated, why do they pay football players so much? It'd be like, $45 million contract. And I'm like, really? Why do they make more than doctors and teachers and firemen and policemen? And the president should a football player that runs around in tights and plays with balls make more than the president? I mean, come on now. Just doesn't make any sense. The last thing I have to say is, when I see computer ads that say, get rid of your fat once and for all, I'm thinking, body fat's not a tattoo. You can get a tattoo removed once and for all. I mean, it hurts and it costs a lot, but you can get it removed. A tattoo isn't going to magically reappear if you change your habits. But, weight will. I mean, if you're healthy for a little bit and then you go back to your old ways, it's going to all come back. So, that's another thing I don't like. Okay, kids, I have a few other things to say, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat. I've had a few drinks, but I'm not, like, pissed drunk or anything. First thing I have to say is, you know what, gays, bisexuals, and transgender people have the right to marry. I mean, doesn't the Constitution ban discrimination of people based upon gender? So why are we still doing it? The way I see it, as long as the parties involved are of age and have given their permission, who cares what they do to each other in the bedroom? I think what people forget also is that marriage isn't just Christian. Jews marry, Muslims marry, Buddhists marry, people of every religion marry. Well, it's like with sex. With marriage, if you're of age and you've given your permission, get married. You know what? Men and women, women and women, men and men, I don't care. If gay marriage bothers you, don't get one. It's the same with abortion. If you don't like one, don't have one. If you hate something, you have the right to hate it, but you don't have the right to take away that right from other people just because you don't like something. Now take for instance me. I hate country music. A good 99.8% of country music. But you know what? I ignore it. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I get to say, hey, no one should listen to country because I hate it. It's just insane. You know what? Okay, also, I want to give a shout out to any Iowans displaying a "Let Us Vote on Marriage" sign in your yard. Go fuck yourself. Since when is it constitutional to vote to take away someone else's rights? Let's say a few of us hippie liberals vote to take away your right as Christians to practice Christianity. You'd be pissed. You'd have a fire lit under your ass about it. You would do everything in your power to get that right back. You know what? That's what the lesbians, gays, and bisexuals and transgender people are doing with your ignorance about gay marriage. They have a right to be who they are. They have a right to be who they feel. Muslim. Not all terrorists are Muslim. Not all Muslims are terrorists. You can't let the extremists of a religion represent the entire religion. I mean, there are batshit insane Christians that brandish "God hates fags" signs and all that sort of stupid shit, but are you going to let them represent the peace-loving Christians? Are you going to let the ones, let the crazy ones represent the normal ones, the sane ones? I mean, it's crazy with any religion, so I don't know why anyone does it whatsoever. And another thing, how do you know what God thinks? How the fuck do you know? What happened to, for in the same way you judge others, you will be judged? You know, you have no right to take on the role of God. You don't have any right to think you would speak as he would speak. I'm an agnostic, but this really bothers me. You know, love thy neighbor as thyself. You know, didn't Jesus preach of peace and love and of tolerance and acceptance? Nowhere in the Bible does it say we need to persecute gays. You know, hatred plus hatred equals more hatred. This isn't two negatives equal a positive thing. On a lighter note, I need to ask any of my artsy-fartsy friends if they've ever seen this painting before. I found it at a second-hand store one day, and I'm finding myself unable to find any sort of information about it. It's signed W. Conrad, and the only thing I've been able to find online is W. Conrad was a painter in the 50s that lived in California, but I mean, I only found a tiny little profile on some art site, and there were no examples, and Googling W. Conrad just doesn't come up with the right sort of thing, and I was wondering if any of y'all had seen anything that looked even remotely like this, because I'm really curious as to, you know, who painted it, how old it is, you know, that sort of thing. So if any of y'all know anything about it, I would appreciate you leaving me a comment, you know, towards the bottom of your screen. Thank you.